Karl Strand is with us, and welcome, Karl. Here's an imaginary handshake right here.
Elbow.
Elbow bump, and all of those things. And welcome, Karl. I'm glad you're here. You know, I just wanted to give props out because, you know, as the season ended last year, you know, there were already, before any of things shut down, Boyne and the employees and staff here were ahead of this. They had posters up. They were really forecasting this, and I just wanted to give you your props for taking this so seriously and doing some great work.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did. We got ahead of it as things were progressing. You know, in the world, we started with social distancing. We started wearing masks, sanitizing, all that sort of stuff early on. But we had to make the decision to close down, which was unfortunate. But I think it was the right timing and the right thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah, one thing I want to talk with Bobby was this weekend we set up the resort sort of like it's going to be this winter in terms of social distancing, some of the challenges we're going to have inside, and then the new maze he was talking about with, we call them ghost lines, where you're 6 feet apart. So I just want everybody to be aware of some of the changes that we're doing, and we tried to put that on this weekend so you can kind of see what's going to happen.
Yeah, get yourself acclimated to that.
You know, and then, you know, we're all wearing masks. This is a employee mask. I don't know if you can see the logo on it, but I'd like to give you one too.
Well, thank you very much. Look at that.
Mask. These are available in retail. I have a picture of the mountain in the background.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, I think that it goes with your shirt.
It does. It does. We're gonna switch masks here and wear this one here. Masks are important and they're required, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
We encourage it. You don't want to be the one that be the reason that ends our season. So you got to wear a mask.
That's right. And that's if people don't have a mask, can they? Do you have masks for them?
We do. There's masks almost at every entrance that you can have, or you can ask one of our employees and they'll give you one as well.
Yeah.
But,
and
then one thing I do want to say about the mask too, so the masks need to cover the nose and the mouth. So the ski mask that a lot of us wear in the winter, where there's nose and mouth, we need to have one that covers both.
Right. So a ski mask isn't going to do it for you.
No, unless you have a mask on top of it or underneath it.
Right. Right. And that's important, and we want to keep everybody safe. It's an important step. Let's talk about the summer. There's a lot that happened here throughout the summer. Maybe you can kind of give us a little recap of what you've been doing.
Sure. Yeah, we had to close down, and we sent most everybody home for a month or so. And then we were working with the state and the CDC, and we eventually were able to open up the golf course first,
right,
and then retail and in the hotel. And actually, the golf course rounds are ahead of last year. A lot of people went out and enjoyed golf, and we found there was a number of people who have homes here in the wintertime, spent the whole summer here. They were working remotely, and they would come out and play golf. Our retail numbers were up. Mountain biking was crazy. There was a ton of mountain biking. People just out enjoying hiking and being outdoors. So in that respect, it went well. We had to cancel a lot of our weddings and conferences just based on the guidelines, but a lot of them were rebooked. I think next summer we're almost sold out with weddings on the weekend. So. And our conferences are coming back too, so just delayed a year, basically.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Anyone that had a wedding, they just kind of move it to the next year. And I mean, I guess the good news is that there was enough notice where you could move things, and have the availability.
I mean, some people were waiting to see if everything relaxed, but then eventually we had a few weddings, but they were under 50, and they went really well. Right. But any of the bigger ones, we had to.
Right. Unfortunate for some, but
year.
We'll move forward. And moving forward, let's take a look at the winter outlook.
Well, the winter looks good. I mean, what I talked about earlier with all the guidelines that we put in place and procedures and protocols. We've also worked with NSAA, which is the National Ski Association. They put together a pamphlet. We actually worked on it all summer, had a lot of help from a lot of different resorts where we could open up safely. And skiing in itself lends itself to social distancing and wearing masks. You have skis on, you're 6 feet apart, really. And there's not many pinch points, at least on the mountain. But we did look at some pinch points around the resort, and you'll see that today, how we're doing, whether you get tickets or shuttle services, and we've modified those to stay as safe and helpful as we can. Inside's going to be a little bit different challenge. We're still working through that. The state has opened up a little bit of the guidelines. It was 50 people max. Now it's 100 or 50% occupancy up to 100. Or hopefully that may be getting a little bit bigger. And they're going to have new guidelines too for for bars as well. So we'll just keep adapting to those and modifying our operations as we go.
Right, we're learning, it's fluid, and we'll find best ways to do things. Yeah. And as long as you take it seriously, everyone will have a great winter. Yeah.
One of the things that's been surprising, our season pass sales are actually above last year, the pacing over last year.
Really?
So there's a lot of people that really want to ski.
Ready.
We kind of saw that this summer. People wanted to get outdoors and do outdoor activity. We're going to see that this winter. So I think we're going to be pretty busy.
I understand there's some, to talk a little bit about some snowmaking.
Well, we did a little test run.
Yeah, we like it.
Thursday night. It's 55 guns on Tote Road and Ripsaw. It's just more just to test out the system, make sure it works, but also just to lay down a layer of some light stuff so everybody can see.
Be honest, it's a tease.
Yeah, it is a little.
It's a tease, but it's great. Weekend activities, we've got a lot going on here, and it's somewhat normal. We have entertainment, we have people. That part's normal anyway.
We had to modify that as well. You can't have the big gatherings that we normally have, but we have a number of events, and you have them right there.
Yeah,
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read. But number of things, fun things to do. We try to focus on outdoor stuff where people could, social distance and wear their masks. Right. But I think it's going to be fun. There's a lot of people up here. We had a golf tournament yesterday that was very well attended.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fun stuff to do. Weather's turning towards winter, which is good.
It's kind of one day winter, kind of
yeah,
one day summer.
Can't make
right?
up its mind.
Stay with us, Carl. We're going to take a break. I'm going to change my mask and put on Rock the Brand.